Hello everyone, this is the first homework video for Im1 homework number 20. Today's date is March 23rd. Okay, so this is on solving inequalities. Look at the instruction. Solve each inequality and graph its solution on the number line. Verify, that means the checking process, that your solution is correct for numbers 7 to 10. Make sure to show work for both solving and verification, and pay special attention to A, if the inequality symbol needs to be flipped. Remember, it needs to be flipped when you are multiplying and dividing by negative number, and if the graph should have open or closed circle. So let's start with B over 2 is greater than or equal to 10. So I'm going to write my question first. Okay, so first thing I need to think about is, what is it that I need to get rid of? I don't want B divided by 2. I just want B by itself. That means I need to get rid of this divide by 2. How do I get rid of divide by 2? What is the opposite of divide by 2? Is multiply both sides by 2. When I do that, 2 divided by 2 becomes my giant 1. And they become 1B on the left hand side. So that is same as B is greater than or equal to 10 times 2 is 20. Notice that we multiply both sides by a positive number. That means the inequality symbol stays as it is. So B is greater than or equal to 20. So I need to graph it, find my boundary point, which is 20. Do I need to close the circle or open the circle? I have this bar which says that is same as this. This symbol is same as, it could be greater than or equal to. It can be equal to as well. So 20 is a solution. That means I am going to shade that in. And notice that the inequality symbol is pointing to the right. That means I need to shade to the right as well. Next problem. 4 is greater than n minus 14. Again, I want the n by itself. I don't want anything around it. So I need to get rid of negative 14. How do I do that? I need to add 14 to both sides. Okay, and when I do that, this becomes 0. So you're left with n on the right hand side. And 4 plus 14 is 18. Again, adding or subtracting positive or negative number does not flip the inequality sign, so it stays as it is. Okay, just the same way the inequality sign symbol got preserved here. Okay, now I have variable on the right hand side and I have the number on the left hand side. My brain finds it a little difficult to process this or read this accurately. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to flip this. I want to change that by putting the variable on the left hand side and the number on the other side. And when I do that, that means I need to flip the inequality sign as well. Why? Because currently before 18 is the bigger number than 8. So I need to make sure 18 is the bigger number than 8 by opening the inequality sign to 18. So I need to flip that. Okay, so I have n is less than 18. It's far easier for me to read, as well as I can now use that to graph. Okay, so I have 18, found my boundary point. Notice that the inequality is pointing to the left. I can only use this method if the variable is coming first, then followed by inequality and the number. All right, so then, do I need to close the circle or open the circle? The symbol is less than, so it's going to be open circle and shading to the left. Okay, number 3. All right, I'm going to start by writing 130 is less than or equal to negative 10k. I don't want negative 10k, I just want k by itself. So that means I need to get rid of this negative 10. How do I get rid of this negative 10? What is negative 10 doing to k? It's being multiplied to it. So I need to divide both sides by negative 10. And notice that because I am multiplying or dividing by negative number, I need to make sure I need to flip the inequality sign. So from here, the negative 10 and positive divided by negative 10 cancels out, and you're left with k is less than or equal to 130 divided by negative 10. Negative 130 divided by negative 10. 130 divided by 10 is 13. Negative divided by negative is going to be positive. So I have 13 is greater than or equal to k. Again, I am going to flip it so that I have the variable on my left and number on the right. And that means I need to flip the inequality symbol as well. So I have k is less than or equal to 13. Find my 13 here. And because it's less than or equal to, that equal tells me I need to shade that in. And I am shading to the left. Alright, then n over 4 is greater than negative 12. Okay, a common mistake is students divide both sides by 4. Okay, that's not true because n is being divided by 4 right now. So how do I get rid of this divide by 4? I need to multiply both sides by 4. And because I am multiplying by a positive number, the inequality stays the same. Okay, it gets preserved and it stays the same as opening to the left. And on the left hand side is n, because 4 divided by 4 cancels out. Negative 12 times 4 is negative 48. So n is greater than negative 48. So I find my negative 48, my boundary point. And it is going to be open circle because the symbol is greater than. There is no equal sign. If there was an equal sign, then I'll shade it in. But since there is not, I am going to leave it as open and I'm shading to the right. What does it mean though? That means what you're saying is if I have negative 46 as a n, that would be true. Or the n could be negative 44, or n could be 0, or n could be 5, or n could be many bigger number than negative 48. That's what it means. Alright, so let's keep going. Number 5. 5a minus 5 is less than or equal to negative 25. Again, you need to be thinking about what if you have equation like 5a minus 5 is equal to negative 25. What would you get rid of first? You would get rid of this negative 5 first, right? So you need to do the same with inequality. So if I have 5a minus 5 is less than or equal to negative 25, I need to get rid of this minus 5 first. Because, and how do I do that? I add 5 to both sides. That becomes my 0, and you're left with 5a is less than or equal to negative 25 plus 5 is negative 20. Again, the inequality sign got preserved because you're adding a positive number. Okay, only time it flips is when you multiply or divide by a negative number. And then from here, I don't want 5a, I just want a. So I need to be thinking about what is 5 doing to a. It is multiplying, so I need to undo multiply by 5 by dividing both sides by 5. And that becomes my giant one. And a is less than or equal to 20 divided by 5 is 4. Negative divided by positive is negative. So I have a is less than or equal to negative 4. So I find my negative 4 here. And I am pointing to the left. Okay. Alright, then number 6. Again, I have 9 plus 4x is greater than 21. I have to get rid of 9 and 4. 4 is first being multiplied to x and then added to 9. So I need to get rid of this 9 first. How do I do that? I subtract 9 from both sides. That leaves me with 4x, and 21 minus 9 is 12. And the inequality symbol gets preserved because I am just subtracting a number to both sides. Now from here, 4x is greater than 12. I don't want 4x, I want just x, so I need to be undoing what 4 is doing, which is multiplying by 4. So I am going to divide both sides by 4. That leaves me with x is greater than 12 divided by 4 is 3. And again, the inequality got preserved because I am just dividing by a positive number. If it was a negative number, I would need to flip it. Okay, so then x is greater than 3. So I find my boundary point of 3, and it is going to be open circle because it is greater than. And I am shading to the right as the inequality is pointing to the right. Okay. Oops, I made a mistake on number 5, didn't I? A is less than or equal to. That means I need to shade that circle in. Okay, because of that equal sign. I have 4 more problems, but 7, 8, 9, 10, I need to go through the verification process. Okay? Alright, so let's go through that. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is to solve. So I'm going to copy the question down. -7 parenthesis x minus 10 is less than or equal to 91. Okay? What would you do if you had -7 parenthesis x minus 10 is equal to 91? How would you solve this? What's the first step you would do? You would multiply -7 to each of the terms inside by distributing, right? So you actually do the same thing here. But this time you are multiplying, okay, so -7 is being multiplied to x, so that becomes -7x. -7 times -10 is +70. Okay, I know some of you are thinking, oh, we need to flip the inequality because we are multiplying by a negative number. No, you only do that when you multiply both sides by a negative number. Okay, in this case, you are just simplifying the left-hand side. So in this case, you do not flip the inequality symbol at all. Okay, so you leave it as that, and then you have 91 from the other side. Now I need to be doing the two-step equation solving. I need to get rid of this positive 70 by subtracting 70 from both sides. That leaves me with -7x is, okay, I just subtracted a number, so the inequality sign remains as it is. 91 minus 270 is +21. Now I need to divide both sides by -7. Okay, notice that I am dividing by a negative number. That means I need to flip. That's really important. I need to flip the inequality sign. Then -7 divided by -7 cancels out to be 1. And so you just have x on the left hand side, and 21 divided by 7 is 3. Positive divided by negative is negative. So x is greater than or equal to -3 is what I have. So I find my boundary point of -3. Again, this is greater than or equal to. That equal sign tells me I need to be shading it in. And then I am shading to the right. Okay. All right. So then let's go through the verification process. How do I verify? So that's the verify. The easiest way is to find a solution on the numbers, easy number. Pick an easy number from your shaded region. Okay, what is the easiest number to check? Is 0. Okay, 0 or 1 is always easy. So I can try verify x is equal to 1. Notice that x is equal to 0. Notice that 0 is included as a solution, so that means it should come out as true when I substitute that in. So I substitute my original equation, 0 minus 10 is less than or equal to 91. Is this true? Well, the left-hand side, 0 minus 10 is -10 times -7. -7 times -10 is +70. And is 70 less than 71? Yes, it is true. So this has been verified. Okay, so I know that this solution is correct. That's what the verification process does. I will continue with the next lesson, next